Good afternoon, CSO Breakfast Club members. This is Bill Sieglein with another industry update and analysis. You'll recall a few weeks ago I did a special article about Oracle and SAP in a lawsuit. SAP had acquired a company that was using some Java code. And Oracle, of course, owns Java now, and so they were sued. The suit was finally completed, and the court found SAP guilty and has instructed them to pay Oracle $1.3 billion in the largest ever copyright infringement award. My takeaway from this case for our members is that you have to make sure that all the code in your environment, especially code that's customer facing, is properly licensed. Even stuff that says it's open source may not be, and this is especially important when you're in acquisitions and you're buying other software companies. While this is not specifically a security-related issue, you and I both know that CISOs get involved in many things that aren't always security-related. This is really an IT risk-related type of issue. So my advice is that you spend a lot of time with the general counsel, and then you make it clear to them that they have to work with the software development folks and ensure that the code is properly licensed. Also in the news this week, something called the Siberia Exploit Toolkit has received an update. This is among a number of exploit toolkits that have been available on hacker websites for as low as $300. These complex toolkits are getting more sophisticated, and now they can avoid almost any detection by anti-malware as they change and morph. One of the things I think that we need to be concerned about is that since anti-malware software is not picking these up, we probably need to look to some other tools to start detecting these, probably leaning on DLP and egress monitoring, since most of these become part of botnets and are sending some sort of data out on a certain channel. We can catch that. In a similar vein, many of you recall the Stuxnet attack that was aimed at critical infrastructure, more specifically nuclear power plants. In a testimony to Congress recently, an official from the Department of Homeland Security said the Stuxnet attack is a prime example of how our critical infrastructure is very vulnerable and currently at risk. Also testifying to Congress was Dean Turner, who is a director at Symantec's Global Intelligence Network. Turner said that cooperation between the private and government sector is critically important right now, especially since a lot of the critical infrastructure is owned by private industry, about 90%. So it's important that they cooperate on these types of threat detection. Our members that represent critical infrastructure, wastewater treatment and power generation and distribution are well aware of this kind of a threat. And as a matter of fact, some of them have notified me that they're beginning to do cyber threat response exercises, where they do a tabletop exercise and figure out how they would respond as a company to these types of attacks. We expect to be doing an article on that sometime in the new year. Cyber threats have been front and center in the news over the last couple of weeks, so much so that we've partnered with Oracle to do 2 special breakfasts on this topic. On December 14th in DC and December 15th in Boston, we're doing roundtable breakfasts with Jarrett Brockman. Jarrett is an international counterterrorism expert, and he's going to do a presentation called The Mouse and Keyboard Weapons of Choice by Cyber Criminals. So I encourage you to get signed up for those breakfasts and attend. Those will be our last events of 2010. Also go to the website and download the latest 2011 schedule of events for next year. We have 7 breakfasts, 2 regional events, and of course our dinners, and a few other special events you'll want to know about. So get connected to the website, make sure you register. You can go back and see all the presentations from 2010 and communicate with your peers. Guys, if you have a friend or colleague you think you should be a member, please make an introduction for us. We look forward to that. If you have sponsors you'd like to see in the new year speak at our events, make sure I know about them. Guys, have a great holiday season. We look forward to seeing you sometime in the new year. Have a great day.